thanks for making time for us this morning. I know you're busy, you got a lot to do and a lot of things that are happening. You're a great player, great coach. You're fun to watch and see what you do as far as being an analyst for ABC. Maybe you could share with us just a little bit what the change in the NBA you've seen since your playing days and everything else, and just give us your insight on today's game.
I tell you what, I want the secret of Bobby Jones just lift up his leg and got up here. What the heck? I'm 57 and don't have that. But it's a different game today than it was back then, and even back when I played. It's about spacing. It's about the skill level of these guys and the shooting. It's absolutely unbelievable. When I was younger, or when those guys played, big guys played inside. A big guy rebounded the basketball. You never think of him dribbling 2 times, leading the fast break. Like a guy like Nikola Jokic is basically averaging a triple-double at 7 feet tall. So the ability of these big guys now to play perimeter positions and the versatility that they have is absolutely incredible and makes it a fun, challenging game, because now you have to not worry about 1 or 2 guys on the floor, but everybody today is a danger and a concern to the opposition. So it's a joy and a privilege for me to be able to call games and cover the NBA, and it's a fantastic time. And I think the league is in tremendous hands because of the talent and the character of these young men. So I'm honored and privileged to have the opportunity to document it as an announcer.
You've done a great job with that, and it's amazing seeing what these young men can do. We do have a lot of young people in this audience today. You've been very successful both on and off the court. What would you contribute your success to? What do you think, if you can, tell us just what your success and how you come about that?
You're right about his voice too, by the way. I feel like we've known each other. Do you have my number in your phone? It's absolutely unbelievable. But what was the question again?
I like that. You just share with us your success. Like, what do you attribute your success to?
How many kids you got?
I got 12.
Yeah, I can tell.
12. Yeah, listen up back there.
No.
Listen up.
In all seriousness, I wish I can credit my success to my own work ethic, my own commitment, my own abilities, and my own skill level. But I was a kid at 7 years old, growing up in New York City, and I was a different kid because I was in love with basketball. At 7 years old, I'd sit in the corner of my bedroom and listen to the New York Knicks play, and I would envision being an announcer, being a coach, and being a player. So I was sitting there, and I get emotional because I was Earl Monroe, the best player. I was Red Holzman, the head coach, and I was Marv Albert, the lead announcer. And I dreamt of it. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you could dream crazy. And to think that I became that player, playing 17 years in the NBA, to think I became a head coach, coaching 3 years in the NBA and waiting for another job that God will provide when he says so, and to think I had the privilege of calling now, going on 15 NBA finals, more final games, more championship events than any African American in history. I wish I could stand there and tell you it was about me. It has nothing to do with me. I'd be disappointed in myself if I thought it had to do with me. It's the favor of God. Amen. And the fact that he knows he can trust me. Even in my flawed state, the fact that he knows he can trust me is powerful. And even when man says or does something that I don't agree with, somebody's watching. So I salute the Bobby Joneses, the Pat Williams, the Jerry Colangelos, Claude, Coach, I salute you guys. Because before me, it was you. And after me, it's going to be somebody else. But can he trust you? And we all have a role to play, whether you're the coach, the player, the announcer, or just somebody at an event. are a young player with a future depending on you. Somebody's watching. What you gonna do with it?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. Love your art, man.
Thank you.
Love that you live it and you breathe it, and that's who you are and that's what you're about. And thank you for the example that you've been to many, many, many men. Again, I watched you. Sorry, I was cheering for the Bulls back then.
Come on.
But sorry, you got to be honest, all right? Trying to be honest here, man.
I just showed you
I
love, man.
know you did. I know. But I just got to be honest.
No, I poured out my heart to you just now.
Man. Oh, all right. No. But so grateful for you and just all you do. And again, it's the legacy that you're leaving, that the ripple effect is powerful. And we're just grateful for all the things you do. Now, I know basketball, I know you're calling the game, doing all those things. Did you happen to check out the Super Bowl last weekend?
I did, of course.
Okay. Who were you cheering for?
I'm a Tom Brady guy, so once he left, I was a fan of the game. I wasn't cheering for either team, but I thought that the Philadelphia Eagles were going to win. But it was a great game.
That's good. All right. So see, at least we're back to
No,
we're not.
We're done.
All right. Well, I happened to be there, and it was an exciting, fun experience.
Was that a subtle
I'm grateful.
flex? You happened to be there.
I just happened, I just happened to be there, just saying that, I had an opportunity, and it was because I actually have two boys playing for the Eagles.
Another
grateful
flex.
for that. and it was awesome to see that. But as great as the game is, even though my Eagles lost, and it wasn't quite the outcome we wanted, and honestly, okay, see, if I was a head coach, I'm not telling you not to score. Because, I'm being honest. I think 70% of the guys in the league never get a chance to be in the championship, meaning NFC, the conference championships, let alone in the Super Bowl. So, God bless that receiver running back that didn't go in, but I'm sorry, coach. Oh, I tripped, coach. I fell in. My fault. Because honestly, that went on to be the most boring 2 minutes of the whole entire game. Right? Hey, let's just lay it on the line. Let's go for it. So let's just play ball, and that's why I probably will never be a head coach, because I'm going to go for it every time. He's going for it. He's at his 10-yard line. Doesn't matter. It's 4th and 20. He's going for it. Right? You're going to be like, who is this guy? Get him out of here. But the game in itself is awesome, but the commercials, right? That's part of the whole Super Bowl experience is the commercials. And I know hopefully you got a chance to see some of those commercials. He Gets Us. First time I saw one of those commercials, I had to stop, I was like, wait, what was that? What was that? Go back. Like, I couldn't go back. I didn't have it. But we had to sit and watch and continue to see it. And just the impact those commercials and what He Gets Us has done across this country has been powerful. Anything you want to share about that? Or have you seen those commercials?
I have. And salute to He Gets Us. And it was refreshing and powerful for me as a believer to watch. As my whole life, you watch the commercials during the Super Bowl because that's the whole build-up, and we know how much is paid for sponsorship and to do the ads for those commercials. To see a commercial that I can identify with and that was done in pure brilliance and in love in a society where today we're challenged and we judge and we say who belongs in heaven and who's a believer and who's not. It was refreshing to keep it as simple as it possibly can be. He gets us. And Shakespeare said there's sermons in stones. And that's why you didn't play, because you disobeyed the coach. Or would have disobeyed the coach. So you sitting here boldly proclaiming that you would have ran into the end zone.
You're exactly right. That's probably why I didn't get there.
And here's the angle. The preacher in me says, are you willing to take a knee and not score to win it all? Just do your job. Are you willing to do your job to put us in position to win? So to He Gets Us, I thank you for making it simple and opening the doors for so many that you won't even have a clue. The numbers are already telling you why. So thank you for giving me something to say and a hat to wear and a simple sermon to preach. No matter what you've done, no matter who you've done it to, we are all flawed, but he gets us. Outstanding work.